Welcome to this rap-tastic edition of Lydia Wants to Know with Lloyd Alquist. Now, he is the co-founder of Epic Rap Battles of History, which is crazy. This show is literally one of the most viewed shows on the interwebs. And then also he is the co-founder of Mission Improbable. And what is Mission Improbable?
Mission Improbable is a touring improv show that's like Whose Line Is It Anyway meets Mission Impossible. That's where it started, and now it kind of grew into like MI Productions. So we have a theater and a couple of different touring companies.
So your other co-founder of Epic Rap Battles of History, his name is Peter, right? Nice Peter is his name.
That's his handle.
Oh, his handle.
That's what the kids say.
Oh, I see. Is that like rap lingo, or is that?
It's more YouTube lingo.
Oh, I see. Okay. LOL. So how did you and Peter meet?
Mission Improbable.
Okay.
Yeah, we toured together doing that show, and then we just stayed in touch. And he was always playing music and stuff, and I was always sort of into hip hop and rap. And then when he came out to LA, we just stayed, all the guys from Mission Improbable, we always stay in touch, but him and I always just would play music together and stuff. And then we started doing rap battles. How
did the idea of Epic Rap Battles come about? Was it like one drunken stupor night, or like?
Me and my friend Zach were doing a live improv show called Check 1 2. And it was my friend Zach, his name's MC Mr. Napkins. He's really funny, check him out.
Mr. Napkins?
Yeah, MC Mr. Napkins. He's really fucking funny. So we would take like little suggestions and do, rhyme people's names, or then, do this or do that. And one of the segments was a freestyle battle. And we would battle at first, and then we were like, we should get like people from pop culture. So we called it Celebrity Rap Battle. So that's how it started. We'd take like Christina Aguilera versus like Shia LaBeouf, and we would rap against him on stage off the top of our heads. And then we brought Pete in one day to like be like, hey man, can you maybe play guitar or piano or something on this? And he did, and it was great. On the fly, off the top of our head, that it would work like 6 out of 10 times. We didn't, So the show kind of ran its course and it closed and whatever. But then one day Pete came to me, he's like, hey dude, we should do that thing as a YouTube video, because he had started already his own YouTube channel. And it was starting to grow and feel like getting bigger and bigger and bigger and more attention. And then he was like, we should do this thing, man. We should like call it Epic Rap Battles of History and like ask the audience for, suggestions of who should battle.
If you could see any two figures of history, any two people, have a rap battle, who would they be? It could be from different times. It could be fictional versus non-fictional. You could do Indiana Jones versus Batman. You could do Abraham Lincoln versus King Tut. I'm curious. Who would you like to see in a great rap battle of history?
So we did, he like put it out to his subscribers. He had like a couple 100,000 subscribers at the time, and they came back with like a lot of answers. And like the biggest one was Bill O'Reilly versus John Lennon. And Pete's a big Beatles fan, always has been, and I'm sort of an aggressive white dude, so he's like, this is perfect. So we did it, and then we're off to the races.
What kind of prep goes into Epic Rap Battles?
A lot. We do tons of research. So first we comb through and we try to find what the next one's going to be. And now we're trying to move into a process where we decide on a bunch of them in a row, and like we can work on a bunch of them at the same time. But up until this point, like we'll be like, who do we want to do next? Once we figure that out, then we do a ton of research. For Steve Jobs versus Bill Gates, we watched like 4 documentaries. We read all these books on like coding and like IBM and Macintosh and all this stuff. I hunt for beats. I do a little bit of the beat hunting, and what I'll do is I'll bring like 5 or 10 beats and sit down with Pete, and we'll like decide on which one we like the best. Then we start writing, and then costumes, and then we decide on like what's going to happen from point A to B. Like it's only it feels like, it's only 3 minutes, so you don't really have to decide on much, but that kind of makes it harder because you have to do a ton in a small amount of time.
I love diss raps for hire.
Oh, cool.
It's probably my favorite. So that, how would you describe diss raps for hire for someone who hasn't seen it?
On my channel one day, this kid wrote to me, and his name was Sharpie Twin Tip, and he was like, Dear Epic Lloyd, my older brother, Charles, picks on me all the time. He won't leave me alone. He's an asshole to me. He's always really mean. Please write a rap song that destroys him. Here's some information about him that you can use. He's a really picky eater. He doesn't like any of the food on his plate to touch. He's got a mustache and it looks ridiculous. And he gave me all this stuff, and I was like, I gotta do this. I gotta help this kid out. So I wrote this thing called Disc Reps for Hire, and it went really well. And that's what I do. So people write me about, you know, injustices or like people. It's sort of like a bullying thing. But we've done like people being deadbeats. We've done people cheating on people. We've done stuff like that. The lady
that cheated on the guy in Afghanistan. That was the medic.
Yeah.
I think that's my favorite.
Yeah, that was just wrong.
Do you have a favorite herb? We're gonna call it herb. Epic rap battle.
Oh, it is hilarious to me that the ERB spells herb. I really like Leonidas versus Master Chief. I think that the beat is way different than most of them, and it's just like to me, it's like it looks awesome. The guy that played Leonidas was this guy named Jesse, who's really cool and super buff, and then I did the voice, which was interesting, like not to be on the screen, but you hear my voice. But I thought that's one of my favorites for sure.
Now, did you ever have a favorite character that you've played?
I mean, it's hard to say that I like to play Hitler, but it's really fun. It's really fun to play Hitler, just because he's been so good to us. You know what I mean? Like, not him, you know, or Vader or whatever. But
we're gonna edit this in so many ways. Hitler's been so good to us.
But it was fun to sort of play him as a ridiculous, out there character who, I mean, he always loses, which is pretty great too. You know.
Right.
So it's fun.
Is that video? That video is outlawed or whatever, right? In certain areas or no?
When we first put it out, it got banned in Germany. Go figure. But then, like, YouTube was like, "What are you doing?" And then, like, they re-let it go. So now it's fine. It's not banned anymore.
They're just too sensitive.
I guess. I don't know.
So, Lloyd, I heard that you are a big fan of, like, gangster rap and gold teeth and chains. And
Who'd you hear that from?
Cribs?
He's a liar. He's a liar.
He said that T.I. and Nelly and all of them were your favorite. No?
You've been duped.
Oh, so all those albums that I bought you, that...
I hate that shit. I don't like that stuff at all. It's so funny that he did that.
Yeah. He's a funny one.
I mean, I guess I don't hate any, you know, thing. I like much more like... I like Mos Def and Busta Rhymes and like older stuff and like the rhyme sayers from the, you know, the Middle West. That might be a pretty cool thing to call it. I'm not a big fan of like pop rap as much. I mean, that's so cliche to say. It's not. I don't dislike it. I just don't. It just doesn't resonate with me. That's all.
Well, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Yes, and that's all that Lydia wants to know. So, Lloyd, again, thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And click on this link right here so you can watch the epic rap battles of history, which are amazing. And go to what was the tagline we learned? Handle. Oh, yeah. Epic Lloyd. Subscribe to that. Watch Disc Reps for Hire because it's my favorite. So until next time, let's keep the words flowing and the strippers happy. Jazzy, jazzy, jazz.
Nice.
Hey, thank you so much for watching Lydia Wants to Know. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to Third String Kicker right here. We put out a new video every single Monday. It's awesome. If you'd like to see another video that I'm in, right here. Other Lydia Wants to Knows, right down here. Anyways, guys, thank you again so much. I would love to hear your feedback on other people you'd like to hear me interview. Just put it in the comment box. I read them all. Thanks again.